What's up, guys? It's Jonathan. On this video, I'm actually going to share my experience about how I have been able to downsize my housing expenses to under 8% of my monthly income. Now, I did make a lot of sacrifices to achieve that. I have lived within my means and under my means for years, and boy, I still do. But I am excited to share with you 5 things that you can do to hack downsizing if you are being forced to right now just due to the current situation, or if you're wanting to just to kind of hack your finances a little bit. Maybe you have a spouse and one of you guys lost your income. I know it's a hard time for a lot of people right now. A lot of people are out of work, so you're kind of being forced to maybe relocate, or you want to relocate. No matter what your situation, this will apply to you. Just want to share this with you guys. I just ran around the lake here. It's really humid out, so the sweat was dripping. The 5 things, first and foremost, you want to ask yourself, if you are downsizing your current housing or living situation, why are you doing it? If you're being forced to, or if you want to, and if you want to, ask yourself why you're doing this by choice, by you're volunteering it. What's your goal? Financial experts advise that you keep your living expenses under 25% of your monthly income. I've heard that across the board. There might be some variance there, but that's a pretty well thought of number, 25% around there or under for your housing expense and utility, whether that's rent or mortgage. I got my total housing expense, like I said in the beginning of this video, under 8% of my total income, and man, did I make some serious sacrifices. I recorded an entire YouTube video on this today. I'm going to be publishing that later on this year after I complete a couple things in terms of relocating and things. I just wanted to share this video right now because I know it's pertinent information. 1, instead of focusing on how much house you can afford or how much apartment you can afford, focus on asking yourself, how little can you live with? In other words, how much can you live without? And also, if it doesn't look like I can see, if I'm ever looking into the camera, this phone, I really can't tell where the camera is, so I promise, I know I look senile. There's number 2, what you want to focus on is how you can pay the least and get the best. So this is a big hack, especially if you're somebody who's being forced to downsize right now. You want to focus on how you can get the best, how you can get the optimal situation for the least amount of money. You can get some incredible living situations at great prices. Look around. I have been living at 8% and I have access to this 5 minutes from my house. There's bunny rabbits over here, okay? There's things eating grass over here, like little bunny rabbits. They're not even running away from me because it's so peaceful. I mean, I just ran around a lake. I have access to this for free. You can too. Number 2, or is it 3? I lost track now and I got a bug in my eye. That's fun. Bear with me here. Okay, consider relocating ASAP. This is more of a don't wait, take action encouragement. If you decide to stay where you are and think it through and contemplate whether you move or not, even if it's like, let's say your situation right now is fun, it's ideal, it's as much house as you can afford, right? Or as much apartment as you can afford, and it's nothing wrong with that. But you kind of want to hack your finances a bit and you want to get things down a bit cheaper given certain situations. If that's you, realize, just take action immediately. I wouldn't wait. If you need to sell a house and that's on your mind, you can do that pretty easily right now. If you want, I can hit you up with some agents I know in the area, real estate agents, quite a few people I know who are great. But that being said, if it's costing you an arm and a leg and you wait and you contemplate and you just think about it, the time's passing anyway. By waiting and putting off downsizing, you're not pausing anything. This is a lesson I had to learn the hard way personally. You're still losing the money that you could have otherwise saved or invested. And if it's causing you or forcing you to go into debt, and you're like, well, John, you don't understand, I'm on forbearance right now, so that means I don't have to pay my mortgage. Well, if you look into that forbearance, that just means after that is over, which it might be coming up now, I don't know, with mortgage companies and lenders, but you have to pay all those months that you forbeared on, if that's how you say it, all at one time. So it's not like they're giving you a pass or anything. It's just kind of making it compound, actually, which is even worse in my opinion. That being said, consider relocating ASAP. Take action. That's my number 4. Number 5, there's nothing wrong with, or really right about, living with less or downsizing. Do what allows you to thrive at the optimal level, even if that means investing a decent amount of your income into a living space that really lets you grow and blossom and flourish, right? Blossom isn't the most manly word. I'm not ashamed, all right? You want to get into a living space that really, where you feel at peace. And if that means you're investing more than 25% of your income, it's your life. You got to do what's best, But that being said, ultimately, you can choose to live minimally and enhance your frugality right now. You can do it. Your mindset is key in this. So you want to train yourself to be content with less and grateful with all that you have. That's the key. Stop comparing. Everything online is lies. Not everything, okay, but most people who, in my mind, and if this is you, don't take it personally, but in my mind, whenever I see people posting only things that are like my perfect life and our perfect vacation and this and that and how sweet and how perfect and how cute, it's great and sometimes encouraging, but myself, I'm also like, real winners aren't posting that kind of stuff most of the time. People who are like truly happy are too busy being happy. They don't post, they're not thirsty for the likes, they're not actually trying to make everyone see, look, here's my great life. Like, they're not doing that because they're busy having a good life. That being said, I'm not knocking you if you post online. Like, good for you, it's fun. I post sometimes too, so I'm not knocking that whatsoever. But just remember that if this is going to be a challenge for you to downsize, that this is temporary if you want it to be. So if it's really challenging for you, set a time frame so that you will do it for that time frame. For me, my time frame has been about 1 year, but I've learned things through my experience that I will carry with me into my future living situations. So that being said, I love you. I love you guys. I hope that this video was helpful. I know I'm out of breath and it's really humid. You have to forgive me. I got bugs in my eye and stuff, and I'm walking through this high grass so I don't run into people on the path. Rona. So much love, and if you have any questions about how I've done this with under 8% of my total income, I'm not even kidding. I'm going to be sharing a video of my living space so you can get the full grasp and full picture of how I did that. Now, again, if you're somebody who's like, yeah, I really like to get my living expenses under 25% or under 20 and you're at 25%, you can use any one of these 5 things and really hack your downsizing experience. Keep in mind, something I forgot to share in detail is you can really thrive and enjoy where you're at, even in the downsizing process. It might be hard at first. Yeah, it's going to be an adjustment. But that being said, you can really thrive in your downsizing situation. You can really you want to find the perfect balance between, the optimal balance between, what was it? Bear with me. I think I'm starting to get the heat stuff going on. Where's it at? What you want to focus on? Oh yeah. You want to focus on, what you want to focus on is how you can pay the least and get the best for your money. So you can get some incredible living situations at great prices. For my downside situation before Corona, my situation was more than ideal because I was hardly home. I was commuting to an office out of town, and when I would get home, I just pretty much eat and sleep. So the amount of space I had didn't really matter. And no, I didn't live in a hostel. But yeah, that's it for this video. Much love. Hopefully it's helpful for some of you guys out there watching. Peace.